Hello everyone, Yui here with a deck update of sorts. That was dumb. But got updates to the Arbitra deck, now True Beehive, and the Mono Darkus. We'll do the Beehive first just because it has less amount of changes. And yes, you will hear fireworks going because I'm recording this on New Year's Eve, but it's only 10:57 and people are already setting them off. Okay, so we'll just scoot those two bees off. The cores are pretty much the same, except now it's another magic shield and a green fist instead of the two flame fist. Darkus Barbatra, 604 plus 4 damage on the magic shield. It's a Darkus bee. And now this deck is a true Barbatra Mono Beehive deck, as you can see. So let's just set them off to the side. Now for the little bit of changes to the deck. All this is still the same as what was seen in the first deck profile of sorts video on this. Now we got another copy of Confuse in Hex. Took out the Firelight Fusers for Heotis Energizers because it's the only other secondary gear that can go in this deck. That I have at least. And now for all the added Darkus cards. We got 2 copies of Darkus Bark, 2 energy plus 500B, 2 copies of Shadow Dogs, 4 energy. You must reroll your Bakugan. If you open on the reroll, get 400B, and Victor, an opponent must discard 2 cards. And yes, the dishwasher is also going. I don't know if I've already said that. I'm more just worried about how much the fireworks are going to come through. Okay, but 2 copies of Throw Anything, trademark. 2 energy plus 400B and Shadow Strike. And 2 copies of Darkus Howl for energy 400B, sacrifice, discard a card for 1000B instead. Early Halcor art. Like, just that comparison of old Halcor art and new Halcor art, it amuses me. I am amused by a lot. Probably heard that firework. But 1 copy of Darkus China Riot, taken from the OG deck. But 4 energy cost, plus 1 damage to all your attacks. If discarded, you may play it for free. And then 1 copy of Darkus Snare. 0 cost, stop Bakugan holding a magic shield. Right? And obviously that some cards have changed in the OG deck, but it's not enough to warrant a whole update video. And I'm only doing these 2 together because, like I said, that was a small update compared to this, which is a bit more of a bigger update, kind of. Just scooch these over. Cores are all the same, so don't need to go over those. But now, instead of Chaos Garganoid, which pains me, it is Darkus Garganoid, just because its Evos are better than the Chaos Evos. And plus, I tell myself this way I don't have to worry about my precious Chaos Garganoid being damaged or anything. Especially since the back of the character card, for whatever reason, has a slight tear on the corner. But Shield Green Fist, Darkus Garganoid 300B, 5 damage. And oh, fireworks. Darkus Garganoid. The original Garganoid, really, it's because it's the one that shows up in the series. Move those out of the way. And now for the updated portion of the deck. This whole trunk is the same as what we've seen before. Now for the added stuff, Aquas wise, I put in BR Shun. So this is officially off the trade market. If anyone in the local area, or my local brawlers, is watching this. But 3 cost. When you open a Bakugan, you may draw a card. And then another copy of Burring Blow. So 5 cost plus 1200 B. Okay, now some added Aurelus. Got Body Break, 2 cost, Battle Mastery, choose 1. Plus 300 B or plus 4 damage. And Magnus, Living Arm of Kiko. 3 energy costs. When you play a card with Battle Mastery, you may choose both options. I mean, let's be real, with these I'm mostly going to be going for the 300B anyway. And then whoops, kick the camera. It's not one of my videos now unless I don't kick the camera, I guess. But 2 copies of Silent Spears. 5 energy costs plus 500B, 0 damage. Now for the big fat stack of Darkus. Evo's first. 2 copies of Diamond Garganoid Ultra. 5 energy costs, 700B, 9 damage, plus 8B, 800B on a normal shield. And then 1 copy of Maximus Garganoid. 8 energy costs, 1000B, 10 damage. You may reroll once each turn if you miss with it. But the best part of this, you can play this from your discard pile as though it were in your hand. So if this gets flipped out, you can pay 8 energy, take it out of your discard pile, and then boom, you got a Maximus Garganoid. I honestly love that second effect. It's so broken but so awesome. Okay, and then a full playset of Corrupting Mist. 1 in Hex. Let's see, does that show better outside of the sleeve? A little bit. Put that back in the sleeve. I didn't even turn the TV down, so might hear some Guy Fieri because it's on Food Network. Plus 100B for each damage your Bakugan has. So with like this, it would be plus another 1000 B right there. Okay. For the flips. Oh, okay, that wasn't all Darkus, my bad. Got 2 copies of Cease Outsiders. 3 cost, Stop Non-Darkus. And now for the new dual faction cards added into this deck. 1 copy of Dark Disaster, 2 energy cost plus 300 B. 3, and Sync, you may reveal a card in your hand that costs 5 or more to draw 1. Dark Rain, 2 energy costs, 4 damage. You may sync, you may reveal a Baku Gear card in your hand for plus 400. Baku Spy in Hex. Just get that nice Hex going there. But 6 costs, and look at the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck. You may play a non-flip card from among them for free and put the rest back on the bottom of their deck in any random order. Okay, and then 2 copies of Swirling Darkness. 2 energy costs, Stop Non-Darkus and Non-Aquas. The poor Gillator just getting swept up there. But yeah, that is the updates for these 2 decks. So let's just get them all popped open here. So I hope y'all enjoyed the deck profile update, I guess. I don't know if I'm going to call it deck profile update or just deck update. We'll see when this video goes up, but I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out the links in the description below, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!